Hey there, my name's Curtis Lucas. You're watching Empire Building. Back in the truck again today. Thought I'd do another quick video like this. Let me know if you like this style of video. Leave me a comment down in the comment section below. But yeah, this does help me with getting some more content out there as things are happening. Things are happening fast. And I'm not always in my studio able to make videos. But doing it like this allows me to keep pushing out and creating some of that content, engaging with you guys and talking about what's going on. I'm always paying attention, and to be honest, it can be a little bit distracting. But you know, I mean, that's the passion that we're here for. So I'm not exactly going to just completely turn that off. But yeah, I am trying to focus on other empire building activities. So, as for what's going on, we saw today another rally, third green day in a row. I cannot remember the last time we experienced this. This is remarkable. And after hours, some of the stocks may not be moving that much, but the broader market, the NASDAQ, is showing a lot of strength, namely due to big beats in earnings calls, like Google, up massively. Last time I checked, it was up between 6 and 7%. This is incredible. So, and similar performances from names like AMD. So yeah, this is like we were talking about in the last video. The market is searching for some signals as to what to expect for future growth, and big names like that putting up big numbers is definitely having an impact. Not a whole lot of that movement is translated over to Bitcoin yet, but we are in just about every scenario knocking on the door of that downtrend that we've been in since November. We are probably, well, let's face it, we'll get our answer between now and the next day or so. Certainly by the end of this week, we'll find out if we get to break that downtrend line, which is it's important. Yeah, we're significantly lower than we were before, but if we can just break out of that trend, we at least have a chance at confirming this as a bottom and start to see some momentum move in the other direction. But obviously there's still a lot of uncertainty that we're dealing with, and we don't fully know how this is going to play out. But again, my strategy doesn't change. Monitoring this as close as I do, I had my theory was that we probably, at least for the NASDAQ, it was probably going to get rejected from that downtrend, and as of right now, it has firmly broken through it. So we don't really know what that means, but I didn't expect it to happen on the first try. So again, this is where we run into some problems if we're trying to evaluate a lot of this based on technical analysis. These levels, obviously, they give you, I put enough faith in technical analysis that it can give you, on the balance of probabilities, what things are likely to happen. But in the end, the markets are unpredictable. And as many times as you can get it right, when you get it wrong, it can be big, and it can take a long time to sort of change your mind. And I do find that the passive stance has been the method that's worked for me in the long term. Investing in things that you have a lot of conviction in and holding for the long term makes these kinds of decisions trivial. And it's a lot easier to stick through and maintain that long-term success. Yeah, like it's basically you're looking at how repetitive is that strategy? How how can you consistently over long terms guarantee success? If you're having to make decisions about your portfolio on a daily basis, it's going to be much harder to maintain a high degree of consistent success. That's the thing that I've been myself also having to relearn. These markets, as they've been, have definitely instilled a lot of fear, and for me, the sensation of losing that much money is something I thought I was prepared for, but not as prepared as I would have liked to be. But this experience is something that we can now take forward with us as we continue. I still think that we have, this, as far as we're looking at right now, this is the opportunity of a lifetime. And if it turns out to be so that we get sideways price action, or even slightly down from here, I don't think there is a whole lot more downside. But if you are able to capitalize and work on developing passive income, or increasing your cash flow, focus more on finding ways to increase that income. This is why I keep harping on this concept of building your empire. It's not just about investing in stocks or cryptocurrency, Bitcoin, or whatever it is that you're focused on. If you can find a way to maintain that consistent cash flow, you can always buy those dips and then just hold. As long as you're secure and you know that your daily needs are going to be met, it's a whole lot less stressful to live through these kinds of market swings. And then 3 to 4 to 5 years from now, it's not going to be so painful. But I will admit that when you have a massive windfall like that, as some of us have experienced, it takes a little while. It can take a little while to get you grounded again and refocus that attention. You got to keep doing what you know works, and trying to time the market. It is, as many times as you can get it right, it will slap you in the face when you least expect it. So try to keep that in mind as you're making your decisions on a daily basis. In my opinion, if you do want to day trade or do that, have that kind of activity, make sure that you do it with money in the margin. Don't do it with your entire portfolio. You should have a substantial amount that you don't mess with. You put it where you see long-term growth and leave it alone. By all means, if you want to, experiment with that, take a small percentage, maybe 10, or even for some people that are very aggressive, maybe 20% of your portfolio, and play with that. But otherwise, my opinion is that over the long term, you'll find more success by putting a lot of that energy into building your empire rather than trying to trade these swings, because it can, just as much as it can giveth, it can taketh away. So keep that in mind. It's a strategy that I'm confident will work over the long run. We just have to get more comfortable with the volatility that this kind of opportunity demands. As they say, the price you pay for that kind of price appreciation is the volatility along the way. You can't, it goes with the territory. But that's really all I wanted to talk about for now. I want to get back into the studio here shortly, maybe later this evening, and make another video, put that out. But I wanted to just touch on some of the thoughts I was having and keep this dialogue going with you all. Let me know how you're enjoying these videos, and I'll see you all in the next one. Now let's get back to empire building.